Frontline Updates, where we delve deep into military strategies and updates from conflict zones. Today, we're discussing the progress of the ongoing special military operation as of January 14, 2025. I'm your host, Sharifa Mohammed MGT.
I'm Colonel A.C. Oguntoye, an infantry officer. Interception of missile strikes. The Russian air defense systems successfully intercepted a coordinated missile attack from Ukraine, including U.S.-made ATACMS operational tactical missiles, UK-made Storm Shadow air-launched cruise missiles, and numerous UAVs aimed at the Bryansk region, preventing any casualties or damage.
Welcome to Frontline Updates, the podcast that brings you in-depth insights into military operations from those leading them on the ground. Today, we're joined by Colonel A.C. Oguntoye, an infantry officer monitoring critical missions on the progress of the special military operation as of January 14, 2025. Colonel Oguntoye, thank you for being with us.
Thank you for having me.
Let's start with recent reports of missile strikes. What can you tell us about these events?
Last night, there was an attempted missile strike from Ukrainian territory targeting the Bryansk region. The attack involved 6 U.S.-made ATACMS missiles, 6 UK-made Storm Shadow cruise missiles, and 31 UAVs. I'm pleased to report that our air defense systems successfully intercepted all these threats, preventing casualties or damage. Additionally, 2 Storm Shadow missiles were intercepted over the Black Sea. These actions demonstrate the continued precision and resilience of our air defense systems.
Moving to ground operations, what's the latest from the North Group of Forces?
In the Kharkiv direction, our forces inflicted significant losses on Ukrainian motorized infantry and territorial defense brigades near Lipsy and Volchansk. Ukrainian forces lost 50 servicemen, 5 vehicles, and 2 field artillery guns. Additionally, 3 ammunition depots were destroyed.
How about the West Group of Forces? Any advancements there?
The West Group successfully liberated the settlement of Terny in the Donetsk People's Republic. They also inflicted heavy losses on Ukrainian forces across multiple locations, including Dviregnia, Zagorykivka, and Ivanovka. Ukrainian casualties amounted to 600 servicemen, along with the destruction of 8 armored vehicles, including U.S.-made M113 and Turkish Kirpi units, and several artillery pieces.
The Southern Group of Forces has been mentioned in past updates. What's the latest from their front?
The Southern Group occupied more advantageous positions and engaged Ukrainian brigades in areas such as Konstantinovka, Yantarnoy, and Kramatorsk. Ukrainian losses exceeded 220 servicemen, along with armored vehicles, including U.S.-made M113s and French-made VABs. We also neutralized 4 artillery pieces and destroyed an ammunition depot.
The Center Group of Forces has been active as well. What updates can you provide from their operations?
The Center Group improved their frontline positions and engaged Ukrainian mechanized brigades and National Guard units in settlements like Dzerzhinsk and Petrovka. Enemy losses included 500 servicemen, armored combat vehicles, and 8 artillery guns, demonstrating the effectiveness of our sustained operations.
Moving to the East Group of Forces, what advancements have they made?
The East Group made significant advances, liberating the settlement of Neskutchnoy in the Donetsk People's Republic. They defeated multiple Ukrainian brigades in areas like Konstantinopol and Velika Novosayolka. Ukrainian forces lost over 220 servicemen, vehicles, and a Polish-made Krab self-propelled artillery unit.
Finally, what can you tell us about the DNEPR Group of Forces in the Zaporizhia region?
In the Kherson and Zaporizhia regions, the Dnipro Group inflicted losses on Ukrainian mechanized, infantry, and coastal defense brigades. This resulted in the loss of 50 servicemen, 8 vehicles, and several artillery pieces, including a U.S.-made M777 howitzer.
Let's talk about aerial and tactical operations. What role has the air component played?
Tactical aviation, drones, missile forces, and artillery targeted key Ukrainian infrastructure, including military airfields and concentrations of manpower and equipment in 148 districts. Additionally, an energy facility supporting Ukraine's military-industrial complex was neutralized. In the last 24 hours, our air defense systems intercepted 6 ATACMS missiles, 8 Storm Shadow cruise missiles, a HIMARS rocket, and 180 UAVs. This reinforces the effectiveness of our integrated air defense strategy.
Let's shift to the Kursk region, a significant area in this operation. What's the latest there?
In the Kursk region, our forces successfully engaged and defeated Ukrainian tank, mechanized, airborne assault, and territorial defense brigades across multiple settlements. We repelled 3 counterattacks and inflicted heavy losses, including over 460 Ukrainian servicemen, armored combat vehicles, and artillery units.
Can you summarize the cumulative losses for Ukrainian forces in this region?
Since the start of operations in the Kursk region, Ukrainian forces have lost over 51,900 servicemen, 303 tanks, 229 infantry fighting vehicles, and significant artillery and logistical assets. These figures reflect the consistent success of our operations. These achievements underscore the effectiveness of our strategy. By neutralizing enemy capabilities, repelling counterattacks, and maintaining operational momentum, we are progressing steadily toward our strategic objectives. The sustained success of our forces ensures both immediate tactical advantages and long-term operational gains.
Colonel, thank you for providing such a detailed briefing on the current military situation. Your insights are invaluable to our understanding of the conflict's dynamics. And thank you to our listeners for tuning in. Join us next time as we continue to provide up-to-date coverage on global military affairs. Stay with us for more updates and expert analyses on global defense and security issues. Stay informed, stay secure.
Thank you for having me. It's important to share the facts. Israeli airstrikes on the Gaza Strip overnight killed at least 18 people, including women and children, according to health officials on Tuesday. Meanwhile, Israel and Hamas appear to be moving closer to a ceasefire agreement to end the 15-month conflict and secure the release of dozens of hostages. 2 officials involved in the negotiations confirmed that Hamas has accepted a draft agreement for a ceasefire and hostage release. An Israeli official stated that progress has been made, but the details are still being finalized. So, more Israeli bombing tonight.